Hey gang, welcome to the inside of the rig. The reason I'm inside the rig is because we have a breezy day today. We are going to talk about wind. So those of you who just recently got out here and you're seeing, this is a taste of it. This is a 5 on the Beaufort scale, roughly 15-mile-an-hour winds, give or take, with gusts. Uh, at this point, you're battening down your hatches, or at least you better be. Tie everything down, nothing loose. Don't let stuff blow around and away from your campsite, please. Your chairs, just smash them and put them on the ground, they'll stay there. That's, that's what everybody does. Anything that might blow away, make sure it is secure. And know that in the future, because winter is coming and winter brings wind. They should call it winter. I don't know why they didn't. But it's it's something we've got to deal with out here. Uh, you're going to have days where you don't want to go outside at all. It's that bloody windy. Your rig is going to be buffeted and bashed around. You are going to be buffeted and bashed around if you go outside. Wind also brings sand, dust, dirt in huge walls, in spinning cyclones, whatever you get, it's out there. You don't want to be breathing that stuff because what's in the topsoil is the little microbes that can make you sick. You don't want valley fever or whatever they call it, whatever's going around. There's also the quartzite crud you don't want, but I don't think that's attributed to wind. That's just hanging out with sick people, and that's going around. Um, but wind is really a bitch. It will shred nylon tents. It will take quick ups and quickly up them to the next county or two. They're gone. They are history. Now, my friend who's visiting right now across the way, he has an ingenious idea and he is trying it out on his quick up this time. So after today's blusteries are over, I'm going to check with him tomorrow, see how his setup did, and see if I can get a video for you guys, because he has been just tweaking everything. He can set up and do this and this and this, and decide what works and what doesn't in his own backyard or go to a nearby camping area kind of a thing. But he's just been tweaking and watching all the videos. So he's got all the knowledge and he's putting it to use. Some brilliant things he's got going on in his camp. So hopefully tomorrow I will be able to get a video of that for you and get some of his knowledge that he's been gleaning from everybody out there. But lucky me, he wants to hang out with me. Yay! He's just such a cool guy, Chris. He's awesome. And so we're going to see how that works. There might be ways to support it better. We shall see tomorrow how well his ideas worked in this. It's probably about as blustery as it's going to get while he's here, hopefully, because it's no fun having lots and lots of windy. Again, don't breathe that crap. If you go outside, cover up. I have a balaclava just to wear for days like this to keep me protected from all that crap, all that, that's it. So mask, scarf, bandana, whatever. Try not to breathe this stuff on the really windy days, because you don't know what's being sucked up and moved around and blown from who knows where, and just say no to breathing outdoors. Yeah, breathing in general, you still got to do that, but breathing outdoors, oh, screw that routine. Don't do it. Let's see what else. There will be times when it gets 30, 40, 50, 60 miles an hour or more. They threaten us with that. I've never seen I don't think anything over a 50. And 50 is one hell of a ride, let me tell you. If you have a tent, it might be prudent when big winds are coming to collapse your tent. Take everything, put it on the floor, fold up your tent. I mean, get it as low as you can. Tie it down, tarp it down, whatever. Rock the hell out of it, because if you got a nylon tent, it's possible that it's going to be shredded, absolutely demolished. I've seen some really sad things happen in really windy days to folks' tents, tarps, pickups, you name it. If it's not super duper solid and sturdy and down, like my tent is, I mean, I've got the rebar spikes in there, 12 of them, four more other spikes in the middle spots. That bitch ain't going nowhere. And there's no guidelines on that thing whatsoever. It is made to withstand 70-mile-an-hour winds. So I don't have to worry about my tent. I just have to open the windows a bit so it has somewhere to go through and it's not just hitting a wall. I found that works better. Otherwise, walls tend to want to cave in on really, really windy days. Um, Another fun thing with wind and tents, if you have a rain fly on there, the wind is going to get under it and there it goes. So for your rain flies, do not stretch them out with the lines. Do not stake them out from your tent. You want them snug to your tent. What I would do when I had my nylon tent up, and you go back a couple of years, you can find video of it, but I would put the rain fly on and then I would crisscross some paracord over the top of it. And so, corner to corner to hold that down. And then I would use clamps at the corners where the roof goes down into the wall. And I would clamp the ropes and everything to that as well. And by golly, I never had any problem. It was snug as a bug up against my tent. You take it down, you tie it to the base of your stakes or your poles right there. You don't pull anything out. You keep it right snug to your tent so wind is not getting up under there. Yes, it is going to be stuffy as heck, but there's always a way to release things just a little bit so you can put up an edge and get some air if you need it between storms. So that's something you gotta work with. But again, in my older uh, videos, I dealt with that a couple summers ago. So you can, if you want to go snooping, you can go find that information. And it's beginning to be fire season. Yay! But not when it's windy. Never, ever, ever, ever when it's windy. Okay, guys. If it's more than just a poof of a breeze, don't have a fire, please, because embers will take off and keep going and keep going. You look at the desert and you think, oh, there's nothing to burn out here. Oh, yes, there is. Everything out here can burn, and it can burn down into the root systems and take off because you don't know what's underground. Root systems, dude, and you can't get those fires out. And you could set somebody's rig on fire or their tent or, some of their gear. Just don't do it. Be smart, be safe, be a good neighbor, and don't start your neighbors on fire. That's just, a nice thing to not do. Again, wind, no joke. Seriously, no joke. It's going to drive you nuts. If we get 3-4 windy days in a row, oh, you're stuck in your rig. Everything's rattling and you can't go out. You don't want to go out. Your food is out in the tent. Your cookware, everything's out in the tent. Damn it, you're stuck in here. God, does it get crazy. And everybody around you is going to get crazy. The wind, I don't know if it's like a Santa Ana kind of quality that we get in Southern California, but it carries a charge that just makes your brain want to jump out of your head and smash itself all over the place just to make it stop. Yeah, you'll go crazy in a matter of a few days. But you really can't do nothing when it's windy or shit. You can't fly a kite. You don't want to be outside. You're going to be trapped. So if you're here for the season, make plans for being trapped for a few days. Make sure if your food's over yonder that you got something in with you to sustain you for a few days. Stock up on your water because you're going to be drying out like crazy. It's nuts. The wind just, even though you're in here, got the windows open a little bit, and it sucks you dry. It really does. So make sure you got plenty of water on hand for windy streaks. There are apps just for wind. I had one called Wind Alert, and that would show you in a kind of a arrow graph the speed and direction of what's supposed to be coming, and give you guesstimated strength and gusts, that sort of thing. That's a handy one to have, so you know what's coming. Always, always out here in the winter, know what your wind is going to be doing to you, because that's going to be your huge factor. The heck with the rain. We get it every once in a while. I haven't even managed to fill a wash yet. I can't get my puddles to connect. Big deal. So it rains. But wind, big deal. Because that lasts for days, whereas rain will go away in a couple hours. And it's miserable. It really is. My poor friend Janet, when it gets windy, she's just like, ah, she's like, make it stop. And I wish I could. I really do. But again, today, what we have out here, 15-mile-an-hour, that's nothing. Absolutely nothing. I had to drop my awning on my tent and secure it because it's spitting poles and flopping all over the place. That's still just breezy. I mean, my weather app hasn't said shit about the wind today. It doesn't care. This is nothing on its windometer, make them freak out. What's coming today? Ah! But when your app says windy, listen to it and be prepared. Batten down your hatches, zip everything up, tie everything down, make sure nothing's going to go tumbling, because you don't want to go chasing after your stuff, and you're going to have to, because otherwise you're littering, and that's not cool. So, and trying to figure out, oh my God, where the hell? Oh, and then you go on a hike because it's out there somewhere. Figure out which direction the wind was going, how it would have tumbled. Maybe it got hitched up on a bush and you get lucky a couple 100 feet away. Hard to say, but it is definitely a thing to deal with, and not cavalier. You really gotta pay attention. Do your due diligence before a good windstorm, and then ride that bitch out. Have something to do. Make sure your power supplies are charged so your toys can be charged. So you can play all day and keep your things charged so you can keep playing all day. Yeah, it's been one of those kind of days. Fortunately, the wind's supposed to come down a little tomorrow, and then so it's not continuous or too bad. Just one day of not wanting to do anything. That's okay. You get those every once in a while. You got to enjoy them. Tomorrow I'll be back out and about and resupplying myself because I am on my last raggedy edge of everything. But what the heck, I can make do for another evening. So there is my advice to you. Wind, it matters. It's a bitch. Deal with it, or be sorry. And you don't want to be sorry. Just batten your hatches as best you can. My bicycle took a shit. I got it, and I put some clamps on it and some more hook thingy, and see if maybe that'll keep it from going again, because it wants to do that all the time, and I want it to stay up against my tent, just stay there. It's an ongoing battle, and you're gonna have those. Just it's always something out here. Always, always something. You might get bored, but there's going to be something coming along to make it a something for you. So wait for it. Yep, word of the day. Wait for it. Okay, gonna sign off. You guys stay fabulous. If you're coming out here, remember, come find me. Splash pad's getting to be a little squiffy with the weather getting cooler and nastier, and then who wants to sit outside? If you see my rig there and you don't see me outside, I am there. I'm just hiding in my rig, but I'll pop out when you arrive. So, I hear a car pull up, go forward, and I look out the windows. If you see me looking out the window, go, hey! And, if I don't know you. If I know you, heck, I'll pop out because when I see you. And there's always karaoke at the Outback on Sundays. Yeah. And hopefully our VJ or KJ is doing better because he got sick last week and had to leave. He got real sick. There's something going around and he caught it. Unfortunately, I used the mic. Well, they kind of switch up mics. Hopefully they wipe them off. I don't know. But so far I feel solid, so I think I'm okay. But wrapping this up, come find me, get your butts out here, and stay fabulous. No normal, no behaving. All that good stuff. Catch you later. Shutterbug.